in LA. If you don't know me, I'm a video essay creator, which means this video is 4 hours long. Just kidding. Today we're going to talk about video essayists. Yes, you heard correctly. This is the video essay to celebrate all video essays. Video essayception, if you will. Video essays are essentially deep dives into specific topics that combine research, storytelling, and cultural critique, and they are a distinct and well-loved format here on YouTube. And yes, they can be really long. But the cool thing is that video essayists aren't just analyzing pop culture, they're creating it. We video essayists serve as real-time internet historians who can turn any topic into an insightful video that helps shape cultural conversations. And while we'd love to celebrate every single video essay topic on YouTube, that would be an impossible task. So today we're going to focus specifically on the fascinating and ever-growing subculture of YouTube fandoms to highlight how creators and viewers are engaging with, reshaping, and fueling culture through the lens of video essays. Just so we're on the same page here, what do I mean when I say fandom? It's simple. Fandoms are groups of passionate people who come together over their love of particular subjects. You can be a casual fan, a diehard, or sometimes even a cynic.
Why am I even talking about this? Why didn't I just talk about the final fight and join the chorus of imprinting condemnation?
But if you're talking about, thinking about, and dissecting a subject, you are contributing to its fandom. My fandoms revolve around fashion, pop culture, and movies starring James McAvoy. I especially like to critique and analyze aesthetic trends and discover connections between all my varied interests. For example, the first video I made that blew up was a video where I explored the historical inaccuracies of Disney princess costumes.
Cinderella's dress is such an iconic dress. It just wouldn't make sense for me to rate it anything lower than a 10. And also, I love a good puff sleeve.
Going back in time, I never would have guessed there would be so many fellow Disney adults out there, but watch out, we walk among you. Of course, there are so many other amazing fan communities on YouTube too.
Taylor Swift.
The Twilight Saga.
The world of XL esports.
Hip-hop. Postmodernist film.
The 19th century.
The Star Wars universe.
Vampires. BTS.
DCEU.
And I find the best way to engage with the subject I'm passionate about is to monologue for up to an hour or listen to someone else monologuing.
Santana reveals that her vicious alter ego is named Snicks, so obviously I'm obsessed with that.
So today I compiled some of the most iconic video essays from the world's most passionate fan bases. Many creators like myself are interested in re-examining and critiquing pop culture and fandoms that they have nostalgic connections to, like my re-examination of Belle's ball gown. For example, Jonathan McIntosh's Born Sexy Yesterday does exactly this. Using acclaimed media like The Fifth Element and the Star Trek series as examples, he named a sci-fi fantasy trope where a female character is both highly attractive, yet incredibly naive about the world. The video has become a cornerstone of online film discussion that resurfaces every time the trope does. For example, Final Girl Digital referenced the trope in her video essay on the movie Poor Things, and Born Sexy Yesterday even has its own Wikipedia page. Modern Girls similarly looked at a beloved piece of media and its external impact.
If you were fashion or TV obsessed in the early aughts, then you're probably well aware of what a phenomenon Sex and the City was.
Her video on Sex and the City explored the show's costume design and its pervasive influence over 2000s fashion trends. It's part nostalgia, part critique, and part reminder that Carrie Bradshaw is the reason for all my irresponsible shoe purchases. Many of my videos incorporate fashion history, a subject that I've always had interest in, but grew to become even more passionate about after falling down a video essay rabbit hole on the topic years ago. I discovered Karolina Zabrowska back in 2019, and I've never looked back. Like me at the time, I'd make a guess that the average person watching YouTube probably didn't know much about corsets or care much about them at all, but Karolina made them. Not only that, but she took on one of fashion's biggest misconceptions, that corsets were instruments of torture designed to restrict women's movements. With a mix of historical evidence and some truly impressive tree climbing, Karolina showed that this well-known fact was actually Victorian-era propaganda pushed by men.
As everything in history, it's a complicated topic full of little nuances and different voices, and it deserves to be treated as such, and not to be shallowed to another history hoax.
The resulting video was fandom at work, not just appreciating culture, but actively re-examining it. While I love reading fan theories as much as the next person, it's also really cool how there are video essays out there dedicated to finding and researching insider knowledge that ultimately only leads us to a greater appreciation for the movies we watch and the people that make them. In a deep dive into the horror-filled production of The Wizard of Oz, Kaz Rowe educates us on the movie's production history, with cited sources, of course, available in the video's description. The horrifying facts surrounding the production, such as the Tin Man's aluminum paint putting him in the hospital for 2 weeks, and the set catching on fire, they remind us of just how difficult it could be to make a movie back in the 1930s, and of the tenacity of the filmmakers and actors to bring magic to our childhoods.
Knowing how hard it was to make the film just makes me appreciate it more, and it's so fun to rewatch it with new eyes, knowing all the interesting fun and not so fun facts about each scene.
These kinds of videos are a reminder that learning something new can shift the way we see what we love.